Yo, back with another YouTube Con Desmos video. Real quick, want to shout out a couple students that have been holding down the advisory period. Xander from my 3rd period, Casey from my 7th period, and Leslie and Valerie from my 5th period. Straight up helping other students just be successful. I love it. If you don't know me, one thing you should know is I don't recognize negative things. I'm always focused on the positives. So want to make sure I acknowledge those kids specifically. Alright, so I'm just going to show you the Desmos strategies. First step is to transfer the table and then sync it with that regression equation. If you don't have it memorized by now, you're going to want to go ahead and memorize that. You're going to use that a lot. It's a lifesaver. So I'm just putting in the points here, making sure that I put them in the correct boxes. I mean, that's really the only way I can make a mistake is if I mistype a number or I put them in the incorrect spots. I can put all 3 in. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. You only need 2 points to build the line, and then I'm just y1 squiggly mx1 plus b. If this had a 2 and that had a 2, then that should have a 2 and that should have a 2, but they don't. And I'm zooming out, and there's the line. So it puts those data points in and draws a line, and we're gonna use that line to just click on the intercept. So we want the y-intercept. 2 ways that we can identify that. One, just by looking down here where it says b equals 34. B is the y-intercept, so we know the x-intercept. We know that the y-intercept always has x value of 0, and the y-intercept is 34. Or we can just click on it and use our eyeballs to identify the point the line's crossing on. So that's essentially what we're doing here. I already plugged the table in over here. I'm just double checking, make sure the values are right. I've got them all right. Here it's saying that the y-intercept is 22.4. The question's asking us for the x-intercept. We know that the x-intercept always has a y value of 0. And now that I have this line, using the regression equation, I can just click on the x-intercept, and the x-intercept is negative 32, 0. Done. And I'm moving on to the next problem. So this is the 3rd example. You can already see that I've got the table plugged in. Just one thing I like to say, if you feel like you know what's going on after the 1st example, feel free to pause the videos and try to do the next problem before I even start explaining it. So I've got the table in. I'm zooming out so that I can see the line. Again, they drew that line through those 3 points that we plotted. Here it's asking us for the y-intercept. So again, we can just look at the b value and we know, oh, the b value is negative 23. We know the y-intercept has an x value of 0. But let's go ahead and click on it just for those doubters. Yep, b value was right, negative 23 it is. So 2 different ways to find the y-intercept. Only one way to find the x. Shout out to all of my Betty Fairfax students. I make these videos specifically for them, but anybody else out there watching, I hope it helps. Thanks for your time. Until next time.